one of the early things I did on the board, after taking a year to really get a sense of the landscape and so forth, I initiated an effort to look at gender equity in the Nevada higher education system, because I was hearing the stories about sexual harassment. I was familiar with all of that from my own graduate student days. I'd seen that. I knew how that worked. I knew about how we were trying to get more women into many non-traditional fields, like all the STEM fields of science, technology, engineering, math, all of it. And we knew that we were not successful in that as long as there weren't any male faculty in those programs, there tend to be the attrition of women, because that's just the way it works. So I remember really looking into this, the whole issue of gender equity, what happens in higher ed that disadvantages women. I went to a Harvard seminar that was brilliantly taught that showed how even the classroom dynamics worked to disfavor women, to disadvantage women, just depending on a number of factors. Anyway, it became clear to me we needed that, so I launched that effort. And it was system-wide, because Nevada System of Higher Education, of course, is a system that includes all of our colleges and universities, and of course now a state college. Anyway, so that went on, and the way we decided to structure that, it was led by the Board of Regents and a committee on the board that I chaired, and then we had a group on every campus come together to do the work on the campus, and we did an assessment of every one of our colleges and universities to get a reading about is there gender equity or is there work to be done? And we discovered that there was much work to be done in a number of areas, not only in the area of sexual harassment, but in this area too of getting women into non-traditional fields, having a greater representation of women in the faculty, all of it. And so it empowered women on the campuses as well. This was a Regents-led initiative, and the Regents, of course, are the governing board and the final authority in the state of Nevada for our colleges and universities, our public colleges and universities. So the fact that it was a Regents initiative and Regents supported gave it great credibility, and campus groups formed, that many that are still there today, but at that time were really able to do the work on each campus and put together a report. I think it took us 1.5 or 2 years to finally come together with that report and make the recommendations that we made. It certainly highlighted areas that had been in the shadows before, and empowered many women on the campuses to really pick up the baton and carry it forward in a way that's made a difference in Nevada, and so I'm very proud of that.